Arolf Mora here, back again with another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Toys R Us exclusive Avengers Infinity War Scarlet Witch and Vision 2-pack. So let's get into this. So taking a look around the packaging, Legend series with a Toys R Us exclusive sticker. On the side you get Wanda and on the other side Vision. On the back you get a nice picture of the figures. Pause if you want to read the description. On the bottom, UPC, scan if you want it. On the top, nothing. But without further ado, let's get into this.
I don't like this. Oh gosh, I hated that. Okay, why did they package it like that?
So, taking a look at Vision's accessories here, he only comes with one pair of fists, which is okay. I really like the open hands that they already gave on the figure. But yeah, these are just regular smooth fist right there. And Scarlet Witch comes with these little flame effects for her, like when she does the little hand wavy thingies and the weird twitchy fingers. And it's made out of this nice pliable plastic, which is really cool. Here is Vision and Scarlet Witch compared to the other Avengers from Infinity War. Yeah, looks pretty cool, looks pretty great. And this is Vision and Scarlet Witch next to other females from the MCU, including the comic version of Invisible Woman. So, taking a closer look at Scarlet Witch here, I really like the new printing technology on the face is very more realistic, and a very good likeness to Elizabeth Olsen, and it's way better than the other version, the previous release, which is a retooling of that one. So it's pretty much the same. You can see the necklace here is clean. Yeah, it's pretty much the same figure. Looking at the hands here, unfortunately, there's this little plastic bit that's sticking out from the glove here, so I might have to use an X-Acto knife for that, or not, depending if I want to break this or not. You can see the rings here. They are painted all the way around, but not cleanly. You can see on the other hand here. This one on the left hand is a little bit cleaner. And the pants here, just black pants, some nice sculpted wrinkles there. You can see the little flaps here on her dress or jacket here, really nice. It has that nice texture. On the bottom she does have peg holes and some treads, and yeah. And moving over to Vision here, I think they nailed the likeness to Paul Bettany. He's kind of looking off to the side here, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish he looked dead on. There's some paint splotches near the eyebrow here, but most of all, he has clean paint jobs throughout. You can see this little middle piece here that's kind of connected to the cape here is sticking out, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't know why they didn't just glue it. Possibly they wanted to remove the cape, having a feature to remove the cape possibly. But yeah, you can see the cape here is tough, but it has some nice sculpted and painted details on it. And yeah, you can see there's the pegs onto his back here, so they probably meant to have a feature to remove it, but it's pretty glued on there. You can see the texturing. I really like the texturing. Very nice choice of kind of like this olive green. Kind of looks like more of a muted green in this light, but a really nice olive green, and it's very metallic-y. And the hand gestures on this is really nice. Really like just the perfect hand gesture for Vision. You can see there's some little sculpted details on the thighs, which look really cool. You can see the boots here on the back. You can see his butt right there. And it's just clean paint throughout. Could have been a little bit more bulkier near the legs here, but it's okay. At least we have a Vision figure, an official Vision figure, not one of those knockoffs. Yeah, so taking off the hand here, it's really snug in there, so it's not loose whatsoever, and just attaching the fist, it's pretty easy. So that's what he looks like with both fists on. And taking a look at Scarlet Witch accessories on how they attach on, I just kind of like weaving it around through the forearm here and kind of having the end bit kind of go through her hands. I don't really like it attaching it onto her hands. You can do that if you want to, so that's what it looks like. But for the most part, I like it wrapped around the forearm. So taking a look at one is articulation here. So she can move her head left to right, not all the way around, but it's on a ball hinge joint. Her head can look up that far, which is quite unfortunate because her hair is in the way, and down that much. I wish it moved down a little bit more, considering the fact that her hair is kind of soft, but you just can't do it. Her arms here do rotate all the way around. They go out that far, which is great. I wish it would have went up a little higher, and down or inward that much. She has a single jointed elbow, which has a rotation at the elbow. Her wrist here do rotate all the way around. They bend down that far and up that much. But with the left hand here, it's kind of on the flick of the wrist type joint, so it moves side to side like that and rotates all the way around. Now her torso here, it's on a ball joint, so she can bend back that far, which is hindered by the jacket, and bend forward that much, which is not great at all. And she has a little side-to-side movement right there. And her legs can kick forward that far, so she could sit down, and back not that far, which is kind of unfortunate. But she has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. You can see right there. Her knees doesn't look weird. It looks fine right there. Some other figures have weird knees, if you know what I'm talking about. Her feet bend down that far and up that much, and she has this weird looking ankle pivot. You can see right there how it works. But during the ankle pivot test, yep, she's good to go. Now looking at Vision's articulation, he has a ball hinge joint, so rotates all the way around, looks up that far, which is great, and down that much, which is fantastic. No tilty shifty head movement there, but his arms do rotate all the way around. They go out that far, which is beautiful. And he has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. No forearm rotation. I wish he had some forearm rotation, but his wrists here do rotate all the way around. They go out that far or down that much. And his fist here, same thing, rotates all the way around. It goes up that far and down that much. Now moving over here to the torso area, it's on a hinge, kind of a joint here. So he bends forward that far, which is great, and he could bend back all the way, but his cape kind of hinders it, kind of snaps it back into the center here. So you can see kind of moves it a little forward. And his waist here, he does rotate all the way around. It has this kind of weird spring to it, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish they didn't have that. I really don't like that. But his legs can kick forward that far, so he could sit down and back pretty good, pretty decently. He has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees right there, which is perfect for some nice cool landing poses. No boot rotation, but his feet bend down to that far, up that much, and don't forget the ankle pivot. Yes, I know, you don't forget. You already know that ankle pivot is there. Oh yeah, ankle pivot test, he's good to go. So taking an even closer look at Scarlet Witch, starting off by popping off the head here, taking a look at the hinge, ball hinge joint. You can see it's, for the most part, it's clean. You can see there's some red seeping through there, the paint. But you can see the head sculpt here. This ears here are kind of sculpted in there, just a little bit, but not all the way. But yeah, really clean. You can see, really like the texturing on this. You see the flaps here, very pliable, and you can see the back here. That corset thing detail kind of runs throughout the whole thing. Yeah, basic. Yeah, you guys seen the sculpt before inside the armpit right there. Nothing special. So looking at Vision right here, starting off with that head sculpt. Very clean head sculpt. Paints on point. Nothing missing, popping off the head. Kind of some discoloration there. Kind of the ball hinge is a lighter red compared to the darker red here. Kind of maroon red. You can see right there. Doesn't really bother me, but yeah. What does bother me is this little plastic piece here, which holds the cape together-ish in some way. You can see that does not sit flush there. If you push it and you kind of fiddle around with the cape, you can make it flush like this. See right there, it's still flush, just popping out a little bit. And the cape here, you can see as I move the cape back and forth, you can see it kind of moves with it too. So yeah, the pattern or the texturing continues throughout the whole body here, and moving around to the back, you can see the nice sculpted detail still continues on. The gape here, very nice. See the arms, just a really stunning figure and sculpt. And they have that nice olive green color continuing through the hinges here in the arms. See the hands here. I really do like this. There's no visible paint splotches here. You can see the waist here, just looking at the inner workings of that. Kind of springs back and forth, which is, oh my gosh. Man, I don't know why they chose to do this, but yeah, you can see clean red, kind of a burgundy red here near the hips area. Looks really nice. See the inner workings there. There's some red paint splotches here and there on the thighs, but they're very minute. See the thigh here, very clean. The boot, which is really nice. The calf and the bottom, same thing like I showed before, the peg holes. Now looking at the cape here, very clean. It's very pliable in some parts of it, but all in all it's just tough. You see this like little red line right here. It's the darkest and it's the most thickest part of the cape, you could see right there. Surrounding it, it's kind of translucent, but that middle piece here is just the thickest part. So yeah, the cape sculpt is perfect. I like it. If they went with a cloth cape, that would have been nice too. So yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications because there's more and more videos coming, because Hasbro is producing so many figures, 2-packs, 3-packs, all these exclusive figures. Oh my gosh. But yeah, overall I really like this 2-pack, more in line with Vision because he is a new sculpt, and we've been waiting so long for a new Vision figure. The Scarlet Witch, really like how it's accurate to the Avengers Infinity War movie, with that nice blondish, reddish blonde hair, and the new digital scanning and digital printing technology for the head sculpts here. Way better than the previous Civil War figure. And I like the new accessories, the little red flame effects things that they gave her. It's better than the other previous Civil War figure. I'm just trashing that figure. But yeah, it's a really big improvement. I wish that they gave her some double jointed elbows. I wish they should start doing that. At least they started with Proxima. Let's hopefully it continues on with more and more figures like Captain Marvel, you know. So yeah, great 2-pack. Love Vision, love Scarlet Witch, but I love Vision even more because we've been waiting and waiting. So yeah, that is it guys. Arolf Mora, signing out. Peace.